Over and over, I hear people say, gamers don't get bitches, they just sit in front of their desks, play cringe games, and don't talk to real people, which is wrong and incorrect and slander, and I will not let these lies continue any further. As a representative of the gamers, I've decided we've had enough. It's time to get out all of our riz and show these non-believers what we are made of. And I know the tool to do just that. With a dating sim as an example, I will prove once and for all that I and that we get bitches. Well, with all that, let us just get right into it, right? It is just me today, sadly. I think I'm just gonna go for a short game today. It doesn't have... I do like the secret endings. Maybe, listen, if a lot of people like this, I will play it again for the secret endings. I'm assuming it's the same thing, just less days, so I'm gonna go for a short game this time. And I am... Ooh, these are awesome. Wait. I love the retro. The retro is really cool. Okay. That's very subtle, but I like the retro. I like the vibes. SpookyCon. For some it was just a nerdy convention, but for us it was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions fiercely, unapologetically. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you loved, you could always find people who'd make you feel seen and understood. Yes, okay. I am very sad that this game does not include Milo as a romanceable character, because I want him carnally. But that's a different conversation to be had. So, I think I'm gonna play him again though. I think we're fine without the fangs at the end. We don't need last name. We don't need to put the full legal in there. It's fine.
I like my cosplay.
Oh. Please tell me he cosplays. Oh my god. At the end of those 4 days, the after party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question. Would we get a date for that night? As certainty plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of the 6 hottest nerds at the con. Zoe, an eldritch cutie who went from endless deity and harbinger of destruction to author of the renowned fanfic Liam Prom. Liam the Lion Court, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Doug Campbell, a kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all the fandoms he loved. Based. Omen, an evil overlord who was secretly freed from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passion for stabbing people. Nico Sharp, an over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shapeshifting even if they weren't the best at getting into character. And April 1st, a clown idol who was contractually obligated to bottle up all of her non-camera ready emotions inside cute mascots. I want to say, you can't see it well with me in front, I might add some images later. Her design is so cutesy, I love it so much. Like her design is so gorgeous and she is so cute. My god. Anyways, it had to be one of them, but who? And as we had grown to know ourselves better, we realized we felt more confident. Okay, now here's the thing. If this is anything like Monster Camp, in comparison to the others, these choices are incredibly relevant in the way that they will decide the love interest before you can make any of the choices or the dialogue. For the sake of this, I will answer as honestly and real as possible and see what it gets me. So, what do we have? Kawaii plushies of deadly animals, magical girl transformation hugs, stupidly specific panels, incredibly nuanced villains. Dakimakuras against loneliness, comics where the hero always wins, anime monologues, both headcanons and headcanons, forming a cult for the lols, fighting in the shipping wars, documentaries with jump scares. Okay. Listen. I think there will be friends of mine that will call me out if I do not put both of these in here. I will also put cute plushies of deadly animals in there, because I do love that. I do also love the opposite, that are like deeply grotesque plushies of like really cute animals. Like I love Gloomy Bears as well, for example. I think Gloomy Bears are awesome. They're adorable. I love them. But I also love like really cute plushies of like a scorpion. I think that's awesome. I love all of these creatures so much. Look at them. These are such good creatures. Like I love all of these designs already. I have to say, whoever makes these games, I don't know at the top of my head right now, and I don't know who does the character design for them. I will look in the credits later and blend it in right now. Whoever does that, great fucking job. It's so awesome in my opinion. I love the character design of these games. I think this guy is my favorite. This one is a very close second. And I think this one is my third. I think that's it. You weren't new to all this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. Making our own comic. We had so many ideas and yet we always found excuses not to work on them. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. Okay. This is not a very varied option of genre. I think it's very interesting though, that you can unlock most of these, because that makes me feel like they're very relevant to the game somehow. But since we're playing a dating game, I'm gonna go for romance. That we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. And here we go. I have a lot of smarts and charm, which reflects me IRL. Looking at the little mini-map, I'll be real, if I were at a convention, the first place I go is the merch hall, and I already in the little image. You can't tell because I'm in front of it. But right there, right there, it says Artist Alley. That is where you find me. You're browsing the merch hall when Nico suggests you all visit Liam at the Yaoi stand. You're always down to support your friends' horny hobbies. I am. That is true. That I am.
My fellow congoers.
Greetings, friends. Thank you for stopping by. It's been a bit quiet in here as of late. Where is everybody, Liam? Your stand's completely empty. Is your art unpopular?
So authentic.
I prefer the term underground. My work can't be appreciated by mainstream consumers. In fact, I'll help you get there. I'll be your first fan. I'll buy one of your pieces. I'll buy one too. Do you have any comics about naked men who are capable of breaking someone in half? She's so based. Haha, the things I do to support my friends. There are so many options. Fantasy, which yaoi should I buy? What? This is the first choice I'm making in this game. This is my first dialogue option. Okay. The one with the big twist, the big sexy dude turns out to be 3 sexy dudes in a trench coat. They keep arguing about who's top and who's bottom. The 2 fully clothed men feeding each other salad. Others might not understand how this is porn, but you're an intellectual. Let's go for the one with the trench coat. Ah yes, that's a playful one. I wanted to twist some tropes that I find are a bit too worn out. You're thinking like a true AO3 writer right now. Huh, this really is something.
I wouldn't mind being sandwiched inside that coat.
Haha, silly April. Why would you want to eat a sandwich in there? You're such a goof. That's me, Hong Kong. Y'all read the yaoi comic together. There's plenty of sandwiching to be sure. You gain +2 creativity and lose -2 smarts. You know what, that seems fair. Let's check out the community zone. That sounds fun. Oh, yeah, that is me. Historically, that is what I look like on the regular. It's not even an exaggeration. That's just a thing I do. You sit down to play an experimental new TTRPG called Dancing with Dragons. That sounds awesome. It's a typical Tolkien-esque fantasy setting, but all battles are decided in DDR matches against your opponents. That fucks. That sounds so fun. Hello? That sounds so cool. You gain +2 fun kicking ass with your ass-ranked DDR skills. Fuck yeah. Later you meet up with your friends to play Grunkle Ball, the fictional sport from the beloved Triad of Lord Grunklebooks. Are we ready? Does everyone know how to play? Yup, you need to make 2 Grunk Dunks to win, right? Yes, but first you have to score 16 Grunkle points to qualify for a Grunk Dunk.
You can also make a Grunk Dunk if something narratively significant happens to you.
Before you can ask what counts as narratively significant, 2 corporate shills charge into the room. God, those are corporate shills. Hello, we're representatives from the publishing house that owns the Trials of Lord Grunkle IP.
You'll have to pay us copyright fees if you want to play Grunkle Ball. We accept checks, money orders, and tea. But that's stupid. Even if you own Trials of Grunkle, you don't own the concept of throwing a ball through a hoop. What's that? Did you say Trials of Lord Grunkle? We own that title, so you need to pay us $10 to say it.
I see that you're wearing pants. Lord Grunkle also wears pants. That'll be $10. This is a level of capitalism that you're not ready to deal with. You'd better outsmart these suits so everyone can play Grunkle Ball and wear pants for free. Yeah, everyone at cons should be wearing pants, usually. You should be paying them with views. That's a really good point. Challenge them for your right to infringe copyright. I mean, this is just a real answer. Like, that's just a real thing people do. I find the idea of this hilarious. The doors blow open and in walks a team of 12 roided out meatheads who were selectively bred to excel at basketball. It's okay, guys. I've seen sports anime. We'll win because we're the underdogs and we have the power of friendship on our side. He's so right. Wrong, you get your asses kicked. The Corp Shields team wins the match. We'll take these copyright fees now. You'll also need to pay our basketball court costs. And not so fast. You two owe me copyright fees now. Excuse me, who are you? I'm so glad you asked. I'm the CEO that owns the fantasy novel that first invented basketball. Sorry, what? I'm sure you can imagine how powerful my franchise is, since I invented fucking basketball. So, cough up the cash. Daddy needs a new yacht. You and your friends managed to sneak off before anyone remembers that you all owe someone money too. You did it somehow.
Go fancy, let's carry him on our shoulders like the sports hero he is.
Your friends try to carry you, but being scrawny nerds, they mostly just drop you on your ass. It's the thought that counts. Take +2 fun and -2 charm. Let's go to the hotels next. I'm pretty sure- Holy shit. We cosplay. This is so real. I love this. You're chilling in your hotel room and decide to browse the room service list. That is, number one, such a cute reference to be making. And also, I love the cosplay. And also, based. Wow, they have all sorts of kinds. 6 packs of beer, lots of shoelaces, even the very concept of creativity. Huh, that last one is expensive, but since money isn't a stat anymore, it'd be a net gain stat-wise. Shortly after, someone brings your +2 creativity and several shoelaces. Imagine all you can do with all this. So, I said to the paperboy, they arrested Oscar Wilde for that? That's literally the only thing I planned on doing this weekend. What was he planning on doing?
Yikes, sounds like the 80s-90s would not have been a great time to enter my slut era.
No, probably not. Ooh, we get to hang out with some people now? I mean, we've been hanging out with those two a lot. We haven't hung out with Doug yet, but I do kind of want to hang out with these guys because Omen kind of seems awesome. Oh, I choose one person. Okay. Ooh, okay. Well, I said Omen seems kind of awesome, so... Oh, let's watch a movie. You and Omen watch a gory slasher movie. Omen gets really into it. She's even taking notes on the killer's techniques. We love a beautiful woman who's constantly working on herself. That is true. That is true. We do. Shout out. Shout out to her and the hard work she's doing. Now it's time to take a break from your real-life shenanigans and brainstorm some fictional shenanigans for your comic. Go for it. Oh, okay. What trend from the early 2000s should come back already? Only needing to learn like 3 memes and 4 slang words to sound cool. People actually seeking revenge. Delicious tobacco. Why did this trend die out? Wearing pants? Guys, be honest with me. Be really honest with me, I can take it. Did wearing pants stop being cool? Do I look like a loser for wearing pants? Tell me, guys. Please tell me. I think it should come back that you don't need to learn 3 new pop culture memes every other week. What's your strongest asset when on a first date? You taste like pumpkin spice latte, you have a strong yet graceful knees, you can transform into a tiger, your eyes are soulless, almost as if they were 2 sexy empty holes. I do have very soulless eyes. I do have very tragic looking eyes all the time, I've been told. So that's what I'm gonna go for. I don't know what this means for me. What does this mean for me? I'm scared.
Scared of big crowds.
Yes, me too. Anyways, back to the merch hall. It's time. At the stands, you find a fanzine vendor. You ask her what her zines are about. They're about you, she replies. You open one of her fanzines. It's full of badly cropped pictures of you. You feel you should be disturbed, but you also feel flattered. You buy a copy. Dang, some of these pics you haven't even seen before. You're bowled over by your own +2 charm. I have so much charm right now. Cons are a great place to buy all the merch you could ever want, but they're also filled with all the merch you could never want, like crappy fanzines. That's such a cool design, are you kidding? Who is that? Hi, can I please interest any of you in buying a fanzine?
Nope.
No thanks. Oh, let's buy one. She said please. It'd be wrong for a ranger to ignore such a polite damsel in need. I also love his cosplay. I think he's slaying. I think he's doing great, honestly. Yes, that's it. I need your help. I need to sell 20 of these fanzines before the end of the day, or I'll die. What? No way. Damn, selling these signs isn't as easy as I thought it would be. Indeed, I've been reading them and they are unfathomably bad. Perhaps the seller deserves to die at the hands of a cursed mob.
Justice.
No, a great ranger never gives up. That kidnapped child is counting on us. You're with me, right, Fancy? Let's go all in and think of a way to sell those signs. You know what? Let's wear one as a hat and gaslight everyone. You put a zine on your head and wear it proudly around the con. People stare at you, but nobody asks to buy one. You start to deflate a bit. Are you uncool? Don't give up, Fancy. Heroes always persevere in the face of hardship. Don't let them see you back down, my friend. Wear your cringe with pride. No, take it off. I knew this was a dumb idea. In the end, it's Liam's inspiring lack of belief that makes you go all in. You're Fancy, the dumb idea guy. That's me. Who would you be if a bad idea embarrassed you now? You double down and put 2 more zines on your head. Whoa, look at that guy over there with the zines on his head. What a look. When he had just the 1 zine on his head, I thought it was a dumb mistake, but 3? That's a bold statement.
Now you're talking.
Do you want some zines for yourself? Fancy's fashion genius is catching on fast. Totally. I'll take 3 zines, please. Soon enough, you've started a new fashion trend, sold all the zines, and managed to, maybe, save a kidnapped kid. And if that wasn't enough of a victory, when you get back to the hotel that night, you even catch Liam trying the zines on for size. It's not what it looks like. You gain +2 charm and lose -2 creativity. You funky little trendsetter.
My turn?
Sometime later, you and Nico are getting kebabs at a food truck when a little girl stops to compliment Nico's Astral Princess cosplay. Wow. Whoa. Oh, thank you so much. Want to take a selfie together? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, cheese!
Friendship is
Yay, we look so cute. You have a great day, okay? And remember to always believe in the power of friendship. I love this guy. I love him. Yuck, how did you survive an entire conversation with that booger eater without making it cry? Astral princesses don't make anyone cry, unless they're beautiful happy tears over the power of good friends. That brings up another question. What is this power of friendship thing you are always espousing?
That's the power
You're
of
not saying it
friendship.
right. It's not power of friendship, it's power of friendship. I do not think I'm capable of speaking with that many rainbows. Anyway, how do I harness this alleged friendship power? Could it power a generator? Perhaps a death ray? No, silly baka. The power of friendship can't be exploited like that. It has to come from the strong bonds you feel with the people closest to you. Okay, so it is a sort of shared manual labor thing? What if I hired a bunch of minions, forced them to be friends, and made them power the death ray? Would that work? You've got a funny feeling Omen won't let this go, but you shouldn't help them make a death ray? What can the power of friendship do that would impress them? The power of friendship is always testifying for your friend in court, even if they're definitely guilty. The power of friendship is a clean energy source. If we lobby for the government to fund friendship power plants, we could maybe reverse climate change. Both of these are fantastic options, I'll be honest. I am a big fan of the top one. Good point, Fancy. There's no crime that a loyal friend can't bail you out of.
Fascinating.
Oh my, then this power of friendship is a useful tool indeed. Haha, yup, but hopefully we'll never have to use it. Cut to 36 hours later with Nico on the witness stand at the courthouse. So, just to reiterate, you're confirming that the defendant was with you last Thursday from 7 PM to 11 PM? Making it impossible for her to be at the crime scene where 3 victims were killed with a flail? You betcha, wink. That's a real friend right here. Did you just wink and shoot finger guns at the defendant? Maybe. You know that lying under oath is a criminal offense, correct? I do now, but it doesn't matter because I'm telling the truth. Omen didn't kill anyone. Wait. I totally owe you, Nico. Your Honor, this is highly suspicious. I agree, but winking and or finger gunning on the witness stand is not technically illegal, so I have to let it slide.
Pathetic.
Exactly. Why do your modern folk act like everything should be illegal? Winking, attacking strangers with a flail, just let people live their lives, damn it. And that's how Omen dodged a murder charge with the power of friendship. Yippee! You gain +2 boldness and lose -2 charm. That's okay, I have so much charm. I literally am the most charismatic guy around. Tell me, Fancy, what was the happiest day of your life? Is it the day you fell in love, received a hard-earned reward, ate a particularly delicious sandwich? Well, prepare to knock that day into second place, because today you're seeing the exclusive pre-premiere of the new Dragon Heat movie, Commands Hype. Sorry kids, we gotta cut off the line here, the theater's at capacity. No! My patience is at capacity. Let us in, or when I'm done with you, you'll be eating through a tube.
It's okay, Omen. There are other events we can go to, like...
Sorry, but no.
No, sorry, I can't be positive about this. I'm going back to the hotel to cry fully clothed in the shower.
No, nobody's leaving. We're not just gonna take this lying down. Nico climbs up the statues of the Dragon Heat characters until they've reached a suitable height to deliver a rousing speech. Fellow fans, hear me roar. You will not be denied our right to see the film of the decade. Did we not come to this con to conquer, to feast upon fun and fandom, to demand the respect we fucking deserve? I say we rate this showcase and lay claim to the seats and refreshments that our ancestors fought and died for. Who's with me? Finally, something violent is happening. I'm in.
I'm in too, but how are we gonna get past the guards? They probably have like tasers or something, and we're just a line of people with foam swords.
Diversion tactics distract the security guards by stabbing them in the stomach. Convince the guards by telling them that if they let you all invade the panel, you will help them invade one thing of their choice. Now the thing is, stabbing them is not really a diversion tactic, because we're still trying to get through, we're just also stabbing them now. I don't know if we should just let them invade something though. I don't think I want to be part of the conversation about invading anything. So let's stab them. Yes, my knife thirsts for the blood of man.
No, Omen, I won't let our selfish desires taint your redemption arc.
Zoe, by all means, be as selfish as you wish, if it lets me commit crimes.
No!
No way, I will take the mantle of this dark responsibility. You'll all thank me someday. You grab Omen's dagger and stab one of the guards. There goes any chance for Fancy's redemption arc. Ow, partner, I've been stabbed. Be strong, I'll take you to the first aid booth. No, we took oaths that we'd never abandon our posts, and I won't let you shirk your duties for me. You stay here. God damn it, partner, I won't quit on you. I'm calling for backup. Yikes. Well, only one solution here. You stab the other guard. Shit, that bastard outsmarted us. I can't tase him while I'm focused on not bleeding out. At least we're going down together, my partner. In justice. My people, storm the doors. Wait, there's some seriously good bromance happening out here. Too late, the crowd picks up Zoe and rates the pre-premiere, which is to say you all sit politely on the floor and watch the film. The movie's so incredible you can barely focus on the guilt you feel for stabbing two people for basically no reason. Lounging around the hotel, you see a sign in front of the conference room. Con Artists Meeting. Awesome! You learn lots of cool techniques, they feel much more like scams, but who are you to judge what is and isn't art? You gain +2 creativity, learning to bend truth to make a quick buck. Please don't tell me I just learned about AI. Day 3. It's time. What are we doing?
I brought extra sketchbooks.
Ooh, another day, another morning to devote to the comic you're working on. Time to brainstorm. Okay, what's a red flag you can't let slide on a first date? They like street smarts, they don't own even a single cow, reducing the chances of having tasty chalky milk whenever you want. Their appealing cooking skills are a lie as they're being controlled by a rat under their head. They happen to live in the sewers, which probably affects their personal hygiene. Now, I'll be real. I think this one is a real deal breaker. I think living in the sewers isn't cool. Why you haven't yet finished that big project you told everyone about. You didn't need to say that. You didn't need to say that. Anyways, you want to fuck a lot of people first, an ancient curse. Big Oil is pressuring you not to. They probably feel threatened by you, as they should. A creature living under your bed told you that you should wait. You don't want to be rude to the bed creature. You know, guys, the reason I don't get anything done ever is because I just need to fuck people first. Like so many. I need to. Let's go to the hotel. I'm changing up the order. You're outside the con. Ugh, such a long line to get in. You try to find the end of the line, you keep walking and walking and walking. And you find that the line doesn't end. In fact, the end of the line is the beginning of a different line. This line goes to a guy who's giving out free +2 creativity. That'll entertain you while you wait to get into the con. Later you finally made it to the front of the line to enter the con, which means there's bound to be conflict. Because that's how your life always seems to go. Stop right there, sir. We can't let you enter with a brandished weapon.
Such is the way of the plague.
First of all, Jade the Ronin does not answer to sir, only to sensei. Second, this katana is made of con-compliant plastic. I know, I wasn't talking to you, Mix. I'm talking to your armed vampire friend here.
What?
Me? But I don't have a weapon. Yes, you do, in your hand. We can't let you bring a book into the con. It's too dangerous. What? Liam, you're always telling me to divest myself of my knives, and yet you bring a weapon yourself? You hypocrite. Books aren't weapons, Omen. Besides, you always somehow manage to have a knife on you anyway. You're wrong. Books are dangerous here. This is a convention for nerd stuff, like comics or those Japanese comics that you read backwards for some reason. And everyone knows books are the natural enemy of comics. We can't allow a book in here. A bookworm / comic nerd battle would cost countless civilian lives.
Don't be ridiculous.
This is stupid. I'm 100% sure they're even selling books inside. There are weapons dealers at the con? That's so hardcore. Those aren't real books. They're picture books or rule books for complicated games. It's not the same. Between Liam's stubbornness and the security guard's stupidity, this argument could last forever. Convince the guards to let Liam's book into the con. Take the attention off Liam by yelling that you have a bomb. End the book comic rivalry by introducing a shared enemy, the Shreddersaurus. Now I'll be honest, I don't think you should do this one, like ever. I don't think, me personally, in my opinion of conventions, you shouldn't be saying that, especially not to the security. So, let's bring up the Shreddersaurus. You brainstorm a bit, doodle some concept art, and the Shreddersaurus is born. You show the guards your sketch. Huh, this dinosaur paper shredder critter really ended the timeless conflicts between books and comics. Yep, the Shreddersaurus is bad news. It breaks into libraries and shreds comics and books alike. Then why have I never heard of it before? When's the last time you set foot in a library? Good point. Nico, I do not think these guards are properly respecting the horror of the Shreddersaurus. Let us demonstrate for them.
Now you're talking.
I'm in. Omen and Nico start running around, roaring and snarling, grabbing innocent bystanders' books and comics and shredding them with their bare teeth. Damn it, should I even bother to stop Omen from doing this? Is this an act of evil or just childish stupidity? What about
I take
Nico?
no responsibility
Not my
for this.
problem, I can only wrangle so many idiots at a time. Partner, I think we just stumbled on the case of a lifetime. We gotta find this thing and shred the Shreddersaurus. Okay, but just to make sure, we're shredding it with bullets, right? I've been itching for a reason to shoot my gun today. Of course, we'll fire as many bullets as it takes, and a few extra for fun.
That was clever indeed.
That was wicked fancy. Thank you for opening my eyes to the awesome power of the Shreddersaurus. Yeah, you gotta help me design some Shreddersaurus cosplay sometime. Hooray! You can enter now. You hear screaming and gunfire in the distance, but that probably has nothing to do with you. Take +2 creativity and -2 boldness.
But there's too many options.
Okay. Let's continue to the main stage again. You, Omen, and Liam meet Nico at the main stage, because they apparently have cookies for you all. Hey, so how mad would you all be if I told you I don't have cookies and I actually asked you to come here because I signed us up to compete in a game show? Quite mad, considering I aborted an excellent nap to be here on short notice. This is a hypothetical question, right? Welcome to Suddenly Game Show Tag Team Trivia. I'm your host and still single, for those who are wondering, the interdimensional prince. Damn it, Nico, you're lucky I can't stab you on live TV. Nico, for your safety, I think you should be on my team. Yeah, let's do this. But now our second team has a chance to steal your points. I'd rather steal Nico's liver, if it's all the same to you, Prince. I guess that's fine. No, wait, my lawyers are shouting into my earpiece that we can't do that. Bummer. However, since you had to go second, I'll give you an advantage by letting you choose your category. What will it be? Historical quote or very bad sexting line. The big prize bonus question, will you marry me? Let's go for this. Spicy choice. Here's your quote. I'm gonna slam my Trojan horse through the gates of your besieged kingdom and leave your citizens screaming all night long.
Fascinating.
Wow, those lines sound truly epic. Surely they were spoken by a brave warrior. A strong, brave, sexy warrior. Oh no, these words are turning me on. Maybe it is sexting. But there's no mention of genitalia, though I suppose the Trojan could be a double entendre. Curse this modern era and its confusing names for contraception. There's only 15 seconds left on the clock. Shut up, or there will only be 15 seconds left of your life. Slamming through the gates. It certainly makes me horny, but if I am aroused, it cannot possibly be a bad sexting line. That's more of a matter of opinion than a trivia question. Then it's a trick question. This is in fact a good sexting line. You are correct. In fact, that line was my own line. Wink. Oh, good one. Good enough for a date, you tall, terrifying seductress?
No deal.
How do I put this delicately? I would rather kill everyone in this room and then myself. Worst thing she can say is no ass answer. Ouch. You won the game and you got to see the prince get owned on live TV. It's not even your birthday. You gain +2 smarts and lose -2 charm. I'm still at 20 charm, dude. I'm the charm man. I am Charmander. Later, you sit down to play Wizards and Wyverns with Liam, Omen, April, and Nico. This is a big group. Good, everyone's here. Thank you all for agreeing to be part of my campaign. Prepare to enter my fantasy realm of Lestradia, which could be the setting of my future novel if this all goes well. But no pressure. I'll set the scene. You're in a tavern, looking for information on a warlock that you've heard is trying to cast a curse on this realm. What do you do? I think my cunning wizard, Wizzo Cunningham, would cunningly scan the tavern for any shady characters. I rolled a 15 on my perception check. Wizzo spots some shady hooded figures playing dominoes in the corner of the room. They look suspicious, almost as if they know something about, ooh, Wizzo loves dominoes, and so do I. I joined their game. Okay, are you going to talk to them too? As I was saying...
Did you say dominoes? Sorry, I had to check my phone so I wasn't paying attention, but I love dominoes.
As do I. I will destroy you all at this game within a game. Liam, what number must my math roll so that I may lay the most intimidating domino? Hell if I know. W&W doesn't have any rules on how to play dominoes in a campaign. Which means we can homebrew it ourselves. This is why I love TTRPGs. The only limit is your imagination. Your friend spent the next hour playing dominoes in a W&W campaign. Liam's allowing it, but you can tell he's about to tear his man bun out. Poor guy. Maybe you should do something to get everyone refocused on his campaign. Roll sleight of hand to start eating the dominoes without your friends noticing, except that you can't unhook these idiots. Help Liam redesign his whole campaign to be experienced through high-stakes domino matches. It's a win-win. Yeah, you know what? Sure. You know what? Fine. Suddenly a group of bandits rush into the taverns with swords and dominoes drawn. Roll initiative. Yes, I was waiting for this to get messy. I wield my strongest domino piece. You have a great time playing games with your friends. You also gain +2 creativity for helping design a campaign around such an innovative concept. You also lose -2 fun though. Tough luck. That's fine. Oh my god, my boldness sucks. I'm the least bold man in this world. Oh no.
Where to sit?
Ooh, okay. I'll be honest. Thinking about this from a dating sim perspective, I think I need to lock in on Nico a little bit. So I'm gonna hang out with him. I think I have to. What? Let's go out to dinner. He's cosplaying Naruto. We're going to dinner and he's cosplaying Naruto. I love him. You and Nico go out to a fancy restaurant. Nico arrives in full Naruto cosplay and explains that after dinner they're going to get their Chunin exam. You decide to come along mostly out of curiosity. It turns out the Chunin exam is a lot of Nico screaming and punching the air behind the restaurant. You offer to be the exposition character in the stands commenting on the match. You're supportive like that. I am supportive like that. No matter what's going on, I am supporting it.
Why is a
That's not true. I shouldn't be saying that, I don't think. Before you know it, the con's almost over, and it's time to put the finishing touches on your comic. Bring it home with one last brainstorming session. What's legal but should be illegal? Telling people Santa isn't real, people deserve magic in their lives. Getting a tattoo of someone else's mom. Just get a tattoo of a skull. It's cooler and you can always pretend it's the skull of someone's mom. Misusing internet slang. If you're not on the joke, don't even try. Stealing someone's identity. Nothing is as attractive as being yourself, except maybe being someone more attractive. I gotta rethink this one. I also don't think it's legal to steal someone's identity. I'm not an expert, but I don't think you're allowed to do that. I'm gonna say telling people Santa isn't real. I think that's fucked up. Underrated activities for a third date. Okay. Punching cherry trees until they blossom just for you and your date. Practice for the test you're gonna pass to get your kissing license. It's a thing. Reading chapter 53 from Don Quixote's second volume, a truly thrilling page-turner. Studying contraception, you'll look responsible while also hinting that you want to fuck. Crazy third date. Honestly, yeah. That is an underrated third date activity in my opinion. The last day of the con is here. Oh god. Oh, I have to pick? Okay. Guys, okay, listen. If I get rejected now, it's fucking over. It's fucking over if I get rejected. I was so distracted by the con. I did not focus on this being a dating sim, okay? I was so focused on the con. But I'm gonna ask him, and he's been such a nice himbo, and he's been so lovely to me. Surely, I do also think he's really cute, but I was so focused on the comedy of the con, I was not focused on romancing anyone. Finally, the art gang gathers around to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. Everyone Wants to Kiss Me on the Mouth is set to be the next harem sensation. Jacqueline is a humble country girl who moved to the big city in search for someone who can explain to her what yeet means. Little does she know that what she'll find is love. Due to fate and the precarious state of economy, she'll end up sharing an apartment with several smoking hot roommates. The roommates all have one thing in common. None of them can resist Jacqueline's eyes, which are basically two sexy empty holes. There's the buff, ever-horny Morty, quiet, handsome Mamimi, seductive, breathtaking Milo, and many more. If this wasn't enough, Jacqueline will also struggle to get used to the urban life's most puzzling aspect, the existence of an underworld known as the sewers. Ah, poor Jacqueline. So many changes and so many suitors, but she can't decide who to reciprocate for one big reason. She wants to fuck them all. Only one thing is clear. There will be lots of kissing on the mouth. I didn't know this was a thing that would happen, but this is so awesome. Milo, you're back. I thought you were still mad at me after I told you Santa isn't real. Jacques, I could never be mad at you. Actually, there's something I always wanted to tell you. Milo, you bastard, I heard you from the shower. We swore none of us would kiss Jacqueline on the mouth until we made 100% sure you can't get pregnant from kissing. Well, I realized maybe Jacqueline should have some say in that, and also fuck you. Hey, guys, what's happening out here? To be continued. God, I'm scared. I'm scared. You finally gather your courage and ask your beloved to go to the con after party with you. That'd be great, is what I'd say if I'd chosen another cosplay. You see, Rangers are all about the power of friendship, not the power of friendship with benefits or the power of relationship. No! 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 Sorry, but I have to stay in character. That was the last time you could bring yourself to show your face at a con. In fact, you pivot away from nerd culture so hard that you end up throwing yourself into sports. Sadly, you're almost as bad at sports as you were at finding a date at a spooky con. So, that decides that.